Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keely, and I'm alive. I'm here. I'm alive. I know it's been like a week. I'm sorry. I'm going through it. Okay, guys, I'm going through it. And tomorrow is the 4th of July. And in 2 weeks on the 14th, it'll be 8 years since my dad died. So it's kind of like a weird time of year for me. He was a Vietnam vet, so he always tried to make the 4th of July fun for us. So, like, we'd have a barbecue and have the cousins over to come swimming because we had a pool and we had a big wraparound porch, and we'd, like, sit and eat ice cream on the porch and shoot off fireworks. And then he would just go inside and have to have his quiet time because I think the fireworks get to be a little too much. They would get to be a little too much for him. But, yeah, I'm wearing his Honor Flight bracelet, Marine Corps Semper Fi for my dad. This is when we went on the honor flight to DC. But yeah, so it's just kind of like a weird time of year for me. I've been going through some health stuff. You guys just know it's like a whole thing. So, but I hope you guys all have fun blowing shit up tomorrow. I was going to go to a friend's. I think I'm just going to stay home. I just don't want to deal with my car. We're just going to hang out here. So maybe I'll make some videos and listen to some music and we can just chill on this channel and that will be fun. So, this will probably come out tomorrow. So I guess it's already the 4th. So yeah. But let's go ahead and get to the video, guys. So this one's going to be just kind of a fun one today. When Titanic came out, the movie Titanic, I was 10 years old and I was in love with Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought he was so cute and I had the little fan book, the little book with all the info about him and stuff. I had a Titanic poster in my room. I was obsessed with this movie. I had my friend over to watch it. I think it was like for my birthday. And my mom came downstairs and we were just sobbing in my basement watching Titanic. My mom was like, oh my God, there's a bunch of 10-year-old girls down there just like crying their face off. Like, what do I do? And it's also funny because like my mom would never let me watch like, the boob scene in Titanic, but she let me watch Schindler's List with her when I was like 6. Like, how does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know why my mom like was so strict with some things and whatever. But anyway, now as like a mature adult woman, I am starting to realize I think Rose totally dropped the ball. She fumbled the bag because she had first of all, smoking hot fiance. Billy Zane is so fine. As like an adult, I'm like, no, he was definitely the hotter one. He was rich. So all she had to do was just like marry him, get his money. They didn't have to spend time together. You don't have to be around someone when they're that rich. I know in the movie it says like he lost all his money later, but she could have just like divorced him and taken it. You know what I mean? She dropped the bag like bad. And he had way more survival skills than Leo. Like at least he got off the Titanic and survived. And Leo didn't even know to like, oh, maybe both of us can fit on this floating door. Like I think he was way more of a catch. I know he was supposed to be kind of an asshole, but like, have you seen him? He's so fun. Anyway, so we're going to watch this video called The Titanic from Calvin Hockley's Perspective is Hilarious. So it's going to be from my man, Billy Zane's perspective. So I'm kind of interested to like watch this because like I love that movie. And I've always thought that like Cal was way, way more fine than Leo. And like he had like money, like the big ass fucking rock he gave her. Money. And yeah. So I mean, yeah, he was rich. That's about it. He's rich and he bought her shit and he was good looking. He was kind of a dick. But like I can fix him. No, don't. That's not good. Like, don't. DV is not good. I'm just saying, like, I could fix him. Anyway, so we're gonna watch this. If you guys like my channel and like reactions and all kinds of fun stuff, I do music reactions and stuff like this, body cam videos, all kinds of fun stuff. Please like and subscribe. And if you would like to support my channel, please join as a member. If you could consider joining as a member, I would love you forever. I am trying to get a kidney transplant and every membership helps me save money for my transplant and because it's going to get expensive. I meet with the transplant team in September, so with a new hospital. So I'm hoping I get on the list and I can get my kidney and yeah. And also it helps keep this channel running because I do a lot of music reactions that they're not, a lot of them get demonetized. So, yep, anything helps, and I appreciate you guys, and I just appreciate the likes and subscribes and the lovely comments you guys leave, and I'm ready to go ahead and get to the video. So if you guys are ready, let's go. Let's do it. Let's watch this video. I had to make sure I was, I had my sound going. All right, I'm ready. Wait, what channel is this? I think my...
The Titanic, a story
Nomsy. I'm not ready yet, Nomsy. I'm not ready yet. Hold on. This is by Nomsy. So go check out this creator. I'll leave the main video link in the description so you guys can go watch his channel and check him out.
The Titanic, a story of how David Cameron wanted to go deep sea diving and accidentally made $2 billion.
$2 billion is so much money. In 1997, so yeah, I was about 10 years old.
It is also one of the few catastrophic incidents that has claimed lives 100 years after.
That was so
of course,
crazy.
The movie that sparked a decades-long debate over...
Never let go, Jack!
But if we shift the perspective from the happy-go-lucky Jack and instead focus on Caledon Hockley, then it...
Yes, let's do that. I was trying to pause on him, but...
trying desperately to stop a literal peasant from stealing your fiancé, only for her
That's
to
what I'm saying. Wait, no, that's what I'm saying.
on a sinking vessel rather than becoming...
That's what I'm saying, is like... Leo's character had no money. First of all, he won the tickets in like a gambling game, so he's not responsible with his money because he didn't he like gamble everything like they had just to get those tickets. He lied about going through the delousing process or whatever, like the hygiene check that they had to go through. He was broke as fuck. He had no money. He was down in third class. And he's up here trying to bag this like first class rich chick from like her catch of a fiance. Come on, like make it make sense. Okay.
Wealthy and rich with you, leaving you without your priceless family jewels and the woman that you wanted. But to imagine that, let me just put you in his shoes.
He's so good
imagine
looking.
For a second that you are Caledon Cow,
Ooh,
heir to...
Look how good looking Billy Zane is. Look at him, his hair, his eyes. He's so fine. He's my type, like for sure. He's so my type. And he's rich, extra my type. Yeah, look at this fine ass specimen of a man. She fumbled it.
To the Pittsburgh Steel Empire. You were born to affluence and to luxury, attended all of the finest schools in both America and England, becoming quite the eligible bachelor.
Of course.
And of course, a quintessential man of your time. You are polite, you are well spoken, but you also understand your place in
God,
this
he's
world.
so fine.
You are above others. You truly believe that despite being fortunate enough to come from money, that because you are deserving of all of these gifts, and all those peasants around you were just lazy and uninspired.
All of us Irish
in
in
the game, they lost and you won. But you were just
I
gone
love
for
my
a trip
people.
to England, partly for leisure, but also to meet a woman
Car's
your
nice.
mother and father has set up for you. Rose DeWitt Bukata. Meh.
Bucator. Duh. Kate Winslet's so pretty. She's so gorgeous. I love her. She's just like a porcelain doll in this movie.
A truly marvellous woman who would be perfect as your trophy wife, though she has something about her that just kind of irks you. For one, she likes
Free
art,
spirit.
meaning that you had to sink a small fortune to purchase some gaudy artworks by some up-and-coming artist, or so she called him, called Picasso or something. Either way, this was what let you convince her to marry
she have a
you.
Monet,
And
too?
you know your wife's happiness is important. You respect her, she respects you. That's just how it works. Imagine you're surprised, though, when you have decided to book a trip back to America to get married to your lovely young fiancé, and you step out to see the marvel that is the Titanic. Truly,
Oh,
this is man's most perfect
there it is.
creation, an engineering feat.
It doesn't look any bigger than the Mauritania.
You can be blasé about something to us, but not about Titanic. It's over 100 feet longer than Mauritania.
She is quite the precocious young lady, but it's kind of hard to tell the difference between 100 feet. Especially for a woman like Rose. Her head is just not made for this stuff. This is a creation of a man, not of a woman.
She did kind of suck a little bit.
Your private promenade deck, sir. Will you be requiring anything?
He has a private promenade deck. My goodness. Rose, you fucked it up.
Excuse me.
He's
And
like,
boarding it, you are
shoot.
overwhelmed by how impressive it is. It just oozes strength, nobility, and is worthy of its name, the Titanic. You start unpacked because this voyage spans 6 days, so naturally you need all of your creature comforts. And
Naturally.
Rose decides to unpack those awful paintings.
Between Cal's taste and art and mine is that I have some. They're fascinating.
But not before she doesn't slip you a few underhanded insults for good measure. No matter, you have a few of your own.
Something Picasso. He won't amount to a thing. He won't, trust me. At least they were cheap.
And in your first lunch on the Titanic, she can't help but discreetly insult the length of the Master Shipbuilders member and smoke at.
She did kind of have a bad attitude. She was kind of a bee. Sorry, girl. Like, Rose kind of sucked a little bit.
The dinner table.
Do you know if Dr. Freud, Mr. Ismay? His ideas about the male preoccupation with size might be of particular interest to you.
And
You guys see that?
kind of know that you have your work cut out for you. But
on.
like the perfect
I just took a drink and it just splashed in my face. Oh man, overboard. Oh my god, I guess it's appropriate for a video about the Titanic. Oh my god. Continue.
jewel that you carry, if you can just cut her into shape, you will make her a masterpiece that would be the envy of the world. Truly, she would be your jewel.
I may have to start minding what she reads from now on, won't I, Mrs. Brown?
But for whatever reason,
he's so
she
good
just
looking.
seems utterly disgusted by your existence. And honestly, that just makes you want to fight even more. You love the chase.
Love the
this
chase.
is a game to you. And you always win. And you will win the affections of Rose, whether she likes it or not. After all, you are Caledon Hockley. You are
Caledon
the perfect
Hockley.
specimen of mankind. How could she not love you? That night, though, at dinner, she disappears. And to your surprise, people find her being manhandled by some.
He looks like a teenager in this movie. I'm just starting to realize, like Cal looks like a man, you know, like he's like a grown man. But like Leo just looks so young in this. I don't know if it's because I'm just so much older now. He just looks so young. And then she brings the guy she wants to hook up with to their fucking dinner. Cal's probably like, the fuck?
Peasant who she claimed saved her life, which is frankly a bit bizarre. And her story is that she slipped trying to see the propellers.
Yeah, like, bitch, what?
Kind of wild. But whatever, you just opt to give the guy 20. No
Excuse
doubt
me.
this ruffian has never seen that amount of money in his life, and he was probably just trying to rob her anyway, so quid pro quo.
Is that the going rate for saving the woman you love?
Rose is displeased.
My god.
She's like, I wanna
is
make her happy.
incorrigible. Okay, since she wants to play that game with you, you can play it too. You will win, and you will paint yourself in the best light possible by throwing this rat a bone.
You could join us for dinner tomorrow evening.
This way, you look
He didn't
like
want
a
to.
noble prince handing out an olive branch to the undignified masses.
Yeah, it was nice
You
of him to
seem
invite him,
generous
honestly.
and humble and gracious. And in the game of the aristocrats, the Deus de Mar, where image is everything, you will look magnificent.
It really hasn't changed that much. I told you guys, like, I grew up, like, my mom had a very, like, prestigious job, and we lived in, like, a Victorian estate and stuff, but it was, like, all about, like, how you look and, like, who you're around and, like, who you know, basically. Yeah, it hasn't changed. I'm broke as fuck now, but
But that night, to show her how she should love you, you fire your silver bullet. With this, any woman would bend the knee. Because, of course, women only ever respond to shiny trinkets and nothing else. And this one
I
is
do.
the most shiny and, frankly, insane of them all.
On Louis XVI. They called it the Coup de Main.
man, if I had a man that gave me a rock like that and he looked like that, I could put up with anything, to be honest with you. We don't even have to talk to each other. We don't even have to see each other. Like, you can buy me a whole extra house. I don't give a fuck. You can come by once in a while. So I can look at you a little bit, but, like, Yeah, if a man gave me this and he looked like this, I'd be okay. I would be fine.
It's overwhelming.
That's royalty.
And you're not lying there, actually. You truly believe that you are royalty. You
I mean, at
believe
the
that
time,
with
the
your
Gilded
vast
Age, she kinda
fortune,
was.
You are actually probably better than royalty because your family earned their living through hard work rather than just taxation of others to achieve it.
You know, there's nothing I couldn't give you. There's nothing I'd deny. If you would untie me.
You
Your
have great
feelings
hair.
for her are true. You love her as much as you could possibly love anyone. But first she needs to open herself up to you. But the next day she insists on walking around with that young twink for hours, which is
He
frankly
is.
annoying, but it frees you up to do your own stuff. Mingle with the others, but you do end up all convening
Manly
for dinner.
stuff.
And this allows the young lad to tell his story. Of course you lock eyes and nod, but ultimately you
I
ignore
love
him
a man in
because
a
you
tux.
need to establish he's there only under your good graces, and you have all of the power here. Rose ends up coming arm in arm with the little twerp, and now you need to act surprised.
That's amazing. You could almost...
I love a man in a tux. I love a man in a tux. I don't know what it is. A guy in a suit and a guy in a tux. I love a guy in uniform. Something about how put together it is. I don't know. I really like it. And yeah, he has a lot of fucking nerve. Like the older I get, the more I watch this movie, I'm like, I like don't like Jack at all. I'm just like, bro, he like totally snatched this girl who's like out of his league. And then he just like disrespects everybody and then he dies. Like, okay.
Pass for a gentleman.
And yes, he does look pretty good, but again, this is a little bit of condescension to put the power in your hands. If you treat him like a child playing dress up, he will feel out of place and awkward. And so you all sit down for dinner. He even rejects
knows what he's
caviar,
doing.
the absolute snobbery of this fool. You just cannot fathom how a
not a big
bottom
caviar
feeder
person.
could even turn down this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But of course, you must maintain the illusion of control, not to let anyone know that you are rattled. But then after one prompt from Rose's mum, he goes on some rambling monologue about a wistful existence of chasing one's earthly desires as if its vagrancy
annoying.
is somehow noble or dignified.
A real man makes his own luck, don't you? All right, Dawson.
That's right,
The
Hal.
audacity.
Whatever you say.
Car insurance
Whatever.
used to stress me.
I feel like YouTube is just like bullying people into getting premium, so I won't get it now on principle.
To throw matches across a table. It's uncouth. But what's worse
Kinda rude.
is the entire table, and Rose seems to all lap it all up like he's some amazing creature or
I'm so glad he made this video because like this is finally someone who like has my same opinion on this movie now. Like, oh, I'm not the only one who literally thinks Cal's way better than Leo.
something when you,
Better than
Helen
Jack.
Hockley, are sitting right there. This is not how this dinner was supposed to go. No, actually quite the opposite.
just hit my
But
phone.
as the night draws on, you and the other men decide to go into the sitting room for some brandy and probably snuff. Of course, this Jack declines, but that's fine. It's still a bit suspicious, so on your way to the sitting room, you get your hatchet man to follow Rose. Because while you are the better man
Got a
here,
bodyguard.
you don't know how Rose will act. She could get swept up in some nonsense that would be bad for her. Of course, that night you find out she went to a party on the lower deck. How utterly
Hanging out with us Irish people and the Germans and Russians. I do think that would have been way more fun to be hanging out with my peeps. Like you guys know I'm like, my dad was 100% Irish. So my dad's buried in Ireland. I'm like 80% Irish, and I think I have a little bit of German and Dutch in there, but mostly Irish. So my family were. They did okay. They did okay. They were fishermen. They still live on that land in Western Ireland. And they're still fishermen and priests, and they do all kinds of things. So, but yeah, I think it would have been fun down with a little bit more culture, you know. But also, you can't really complain about being first class. like having a promenade and like all of the extra like food and stuff that they would get, and like they had like their own little orchestra, their little quartet, like all kinds of fun stuff. So like I don't know. I think I'd probably rather be first class, but I like my peeps down in third class better because like there's a lot of my Irish people and a lot of people with lots of culture. So I think that'd be
improper.
a fun party to go
But
to.
Also, it's completely disrespectful. If you didn't know any better, she was having an inappropriate relationship with this
She
knuckledragon.
is.
Exertions below deck, no doubt exhausting.
I see you had that Undertaker with a manservant follow me. How typical.
But she just has to fight you every step of the
She
way.
really is
Why can't she
a
just
handful.
be like a normal woman?
He viewed me.
You could be like your father here. If you really wanted to, you could show her the belt so she would understand what would happen if she steps out of line.
But he did
Jesus. Fucking Christ, I can't believe I just said that. After all, this is the early 1900s, and fuck me. Apparently, at that time, a husband, when shown disrespect,
Unfortunately.
was allowed to do this kind of
Unfortunately.
stuff. Besides, you have no doubt in 20 years' time there would be a procedure that would allow you to take the spirit out of her and lobotomize her.
Oh no.
Honor me. You honor me the way a wife is required to honor her husband. Because I will not leave it to fools.
I mean, she really was having an emotional affair on
Hopefully
him.
that will get the message. But until then, you should ensure that creature isn't to step foot near your rose. So you rescind your kind offer to him to come to the upper decks,
Bye.
and he can stay where he belongs. But it seems that no matter what happens,
None of these stewards have seen her. It's absurd. It's a ship. There's only so many places she could be.
she disappears
He's pissed.
endlessly. Seriously, it's like she's a ghost or something.
No, just
Then
think
you
about it.
find
Think about it if you
something-
went on like a cruise or like a voyage with your fiance and they were like always gone, not spending time with you. Like you see them hanging out with another dude, like or another girl or whatever, and they're like never spending time with you. I would be fucking pissed. I'd be like, where are you? Where have you been? Like, why can't we spend time together? Like, I would be pissed. Like, that would be so maddening to me. I'd be like, why are you hanging out with her and you could be spending time with me? Like, I'm your fiance. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm pretty sure anyone would be mad if they were completely, like, neglected by the person that they came on the trip with or on the voyage with. Like, fuck that. Hell no.
in your safe.
And then you find, like, nudes of them, of, like somehow find, like, that they've been sending, like, pictures to the other person they've been hanging with. That's, like, the equivalent of this. That would be, like, if he found out she was texting nudes to Jack, like, and was ignoring him on this trip and, like, all of it. Honest to God, like, you would be fucking pissed, too. And especially if you gave her that big-ass rock. And, like, gave her you're like, I'm going to give you everything, girl. And, yeah. She was like, nah, bye. Okay, bye, bitch. Like, see ya. Like, it's not clocking to you that he's standing on business. I just wanted to say that.
Okay. Before it was some little juvenile game, but this is serious. He has seen her naked and God knows what else. She was supposed to be your unspoiled flower. Now she is being ruined by a peasant of all things. But of course, in the game of aristocrats, things happen sometimes, and now you are actually even more motivated to win.
Oh, he's so cute. So
Because
handsome.
you have to beat this man, and you have to win the affections of bros, because you cannot lose to a peasant. It's just not right. All you need to do now is prove to her that he's scum, and you have the perfect plan. So, you get your hatchet man in, you're gonna frame him.
Yes, there is. I have been robbed. And the master's arms. Now you moron.
Honestly, it's just
Yeah.
so easy. And they do come to you, holding hands, undressed, and your blood is simmering. How could she? Like, with him. Your worst fears are realized.
That
there is
sucks.
no doubt in your mind what has happened.
That legit
so you
sucks for
show
him.
her the depths of her new lover boy. Show her how he stole the necklace that you totally planted in his pocket. And he gets arrested and taken away.
I mean,
very nice.
kinda
and
smart.
You have won. There is no way she could believe that guy. It's just too obvious. But this time you actually really can't control yourself. But just as you're about to
He's like,
explain
"This
that
lady."
as your wife, she cannot do these things, you are rudely interrupted by captain's orders or something. What is so important they couldn't wait 10 minutes for you to finish giving your wife a dressing down?
The ship will sink.
Hang on, what? The unsinkable ship will sink. You
Uh-oh.
were told a few days ago that this was impossible. Luckily, this is something your money
Ugh,
can
he's so
buy you
good
out
looking.
of, right? And so you and Rose, you get onto one of the boats,
Even with his hair a little out of place, he's still so dashing. Sorry, I think Billy Zane is so handsome. He is so my type.
but not before you twist the knife.
You know, it's a pity I didn't keep that drawing. It'll be worth a lot more by morning.
Besides, that drawing will never see the light of day again.
He's gonna
It would
start her
go
in
down
OF.
with the ship, and of course, the salty water would corrode it to such a degree that it will never, ever be recognizable, right? Right? And not at all the device that creates this whole film to happen. But of course, Rose
Yeah, is that even
doesn't
possible?
get in the boat, which drives you insane. Why does she insist?
Look at him! What a horse with gutter rat!
And she spits on your face. You gave her everything a young lady could want. Money, a good-looking husband, security.
I literally think it's like the most despicable thing you can do is spit on someone. I had an inmate spit on me through a closed cell door, like not the bars, like the solid cell door with like, and I don't remember, he got mad about something. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything about that right now. Like I got to finish handing out meals. Like, and he spit through the little crack on the side because there was like a little gap. And if you couldn't hear them, you could like, they could talk to you through that little crack in the door. Because if you didn't want to open their beanhole, like if they were being super violent or whatever. And he spit at me and it landed on me. And he got written up for battery. Because if it makes contact, it's battery. If it doesn't make contact and they just try to spit on you, it's assault. So the next day, because I wrote him up, and the next day he's like, "Yay, why'd you write me up? Why'd you write me up, CO?" I was like, "You spit on me through a closed door." He goes, "Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? My bad." I was like, bro. So yeah, I think it's disgusting, especially when people can have all kinds of things. Like,
even her goddamn Picasso paintings. But she'd rather run away with some sketch goblin just because he has a semi-tragic backstory. They wouldn't even be able to rub two pennies together between them. And where would she get her...
she would end up in a shack. And she's a society girl. Like, she would not do well dating. I mean, she would not do well with Jack. What is she going to do? Like, make him a society man? Like, he doesn't have any money. She's already high in society. Like, yeah, that just wouldn't... It would have never worked. He would have never been able to support her. He was a fucking bum. Like, he was a bum. He would never been able to support her and make her happy, and she would have left him. Because he doesn't have anything.
Picasso's with him. But of course, with the whole Rose thing, you and your henchman start brainstorming ideas to get out of this alive because you just made a bit of a...
He has survival skills, okay?
So you head back
Survival
to take the jewel.
instincts.
Net is letting him in on his own. There's one on the other side letting him in on.
And also to, get some money because a little bribery goes a long way in these situations.
What's Billy Zane been in? Like, since Titanic? Like, even recently? Has he been in anything? I don't know. I love movies, but I don't really go see movies anymore. I don't really keep up with anybody, like celebrities and stuff. So I don't know. Like, if you guys know, leave in the comments what he's been in lately or what he was in after Titanic, because I can't think of anything right now. I'm sure there's been something. Probably plenty.
As you head on deck, you begin to realize that this situation is a lot worse than you originally thought it was.
Too late. There are more boats down the front.
And you have to do whatever it takes
Sorry, guys. I don't know what
to
happened.
survive. But you find Rose and her little bastard waiting at a boat, and despite your better interests, you take this moment to win, to prove to her
He
that
should have
you
bounced
are
and
the
been like,
man
"I'll
she
get me
should
another
be
rich
with,
girl,
not this
bye."
ruffian.
Fine. Survival, all right? Don't worry about me. Now go on, get on.
I have an arrangement with Rose on the other side of the ship. Jack and I can get off Siggy.
And you give her the coat off of your back. It's truly the most humble thing you could do in this situation.
Oh, no.
And you watch as she is lowered into the ocean.
Oh,
You just
no.
proved yourself to her. And now you can escape and let Jack die.
There's no arrangement, is there?
Hell no, you little twerp. Bye.
But you'll benefit much from it. I always win, Jack.
She will then love you.
He's a winner.
God damn it, man. Really? So they're in love. Okay, whatever. You can still win this. But it seems like she would rather die, spend her last moments with that guy, than you. After you gave her the literal jacket off
Oh,
your back
shit, I
to
forgot
prove
about
how
this
much
part.
you
I mean,
care.
like, forget, but-
Anyway, you start blasting, because if she'd rather die than be with you, you're more than
Y'all are
happy
gonna
to
die
ride.
anyway.
You just speed up the process of this boat. But of course, it isn't until you're waist deep in water that you realise that you might have overreached here somewhat. Then you also realised she has the gem in her pocket.
Oh, man.
So you do try to get on a boat, and you sort of...
I put the coat on her. Isn't that what he said? He's like, I put the necklace or the diamond in the coat. And I put the coat on her. That's one of my favorite lines in this whole movie.
go and decided to ignore her. But then you see one of the guards shoot someone, tell you that you can't bribe your way out of this. So you realise that little girl is honestly your one chance to
Hey,
save
he's
yourself.
saving himself and a little girl.
With
Yeah.
her, you do manage to make it onto a boat.
Little
ensuring
girl.
that you keep any of the filth from stealing any seats.
Yeah,
because
dude.
your survival is all that matters, and you're not going to lose to any more peasants this time. And so your safety is ensured.
Don't
And
really
you
blame
watch
him.
The Titanic sink.
Macal
It breaks in
apologist.
half, and the cries of people in the night slowly fade into nothing. And you are picked up by another ship, and you do make it out alive. You even
his
go
fine ass.
searching for Rose to see if she made it. In part maybe to see if she got your gem, but also to see if she would still be your wife. But you
Hell
never did
no,
find
I'd be
her,
like-
meaning that your priceless gem is on the
I'm
bottom of
Outie
the
5000,
ocean,
girl.
gone forever. So you get married to another woman, become
Me.
a wealthy magnate, but the financial crash in the late 20s absolutely ruined you. And you
Boo.
also find out those paintings Rose had were worth a fortune. So, having lost everything twice in the span of 15 years, including the woman that you wanted to
And the
marry,
diamond.
and also those priceless paintings and the gem, you give up on life. You eat a bullet, because you don't always win. Anyway, I just want to shout out my
Guess
members
not.
real quick, especially Jay, Granite, and
Okay,
Alexander.
well, that
Thank you
was
guys so
fun.
much for your support.
Oops.
And
How
of
do I-
course,
That was fun. Thank you to Nobsy for making a video that goes with what I've been saying. Is I like Cal more. I know he's supposed to be like the bad guy and everything, but like if you put it in like a real world perspective and you look at it like not as like a romance movie, you're like, this chick's kind of disrespectful and kind of sucks, and what the hell, like she's cheating on him in his face and like ignoring him, and he's giving her all this nice shit, like I'm gonna give you money, like he's fine. So anyway, I know I'm a mess, y'all. This is why I'm single. I just can't. I'm a mess. It's too much. I'm single for 4 years. It's been so peaceful. I'm in my Golden Girls era. You guys see all my Golden Girls stuff back here. I'm in my Golden Girls era. I don't have some man with his dirty shoes all like up in my house. You know, it's nice. It's nice. My daughter's dad and I co-parent. He's awesome. We love Mabes. He's a great Badger dad. He's the best Badger dad in the world. And that works great for us. And, you know, cool. But if I could find me like a rich man who doesn't want to spend any time with me, and I don't really have to talk to him that much at all, but like we can live in a mansion. You don't got to come in my side of it. If you don't want to, then you can like come over and see me sometimes. But like, you know, I'm easy. I'm easy stuff. Like I'm an easy person to be with. I don't ask for much. Maybe buy me food and like have money. And you don't gotta do shit. I won't ask you to do shit. I'm an independent girl. I could do it myself. Anyway, so that was fun. That was a fun video. I'm gonna keep there's been like stuff that I want to talk about, like some drama that's going on, but I don't really know. Like I haven't been following it a lot on my channel, so I don't know if I like want to get into all of it. we'll see if you guys want to see some of the YouTube drama going on. Maybe I'll do a live. There's some stuff with Ludwig that went on. The streamer Hassan, he just pulled a pew pew on people today. That was yesterday. That was crazy. I'm a gun girl. I have my target right here, but like, you never brandish a weapon unless you're intending to use it. Anyway, there's a whole thing with that. I don't know. So if you guys want to like me to cover that stuff, I will. I like it. I'm into the drama. I'm into YouTube drama, TikTok drama, whatever. I love it. But if that's not something you guys want to see, then like, I'm not even going to touch it. But if you'd like to see it, leave down in the comments that you're interested in those kind of videos, or leave suggestions for music reactions. I will say, if you're a member and you join my Discord, you will have priority song requests. So, and like requests for videos and stuff. So check out my memberships. And yeah, I guess that's it. Anyway, I will just see you guys in my next video. Okay, I love you. Bye.